Hey guys, this is Doctor Who Chronological, where we take the
long way around. Alright, so today we're watching Can You Hear Me? Which is an episode in season...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
12, episode 7.
I wish I couldn't hear this, to be honest.
Yeah, we really wish we couldn't hear it or see it, but we were going to hit a Chibnall at some point. So
yeah, we were going to hit it sooner or later.
It's only a matter of time. But Caleb's not here at the moment because someone got really drunk last night and he's too hungover to record, so...
It's a punishment to tell our audience what you're up to, mate.
You did this, Caleb, you did this.
Typical British bloke.
Party rock! Yeah. Woo! Let's go.
Let's go. Whoa. Can you hear me? Ominous start. Okay, 1380 apparently. I feel like this episode is really annoying for what we're doing in this podcast because it fucking jumps around time so much.
It goes around so much.
He's just making it hard for us, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why did Chibnall not, you know, take us into account when he was writing this episode? Why not I make it easier for Doctor Who Chronological when I write this, you know?
But why doesn't he think about the fans? Oh, he doesn't do it about any fans, including us, you know?
Yeah.
Disappointed. Take the naughty step, nudge.
So these people are...
Time to go back in your room. It'll be dark soon. Have you taken precautions?
Oh, was this like there was like a monster or something?
I think. I can't remember this episode.
Yeah.
I told you to tell them. I told the doctors. I told all of you.
Oh, she said doctors. That's a nice...
Oh my god, Easter egg, guys.
Whoa. She said doctors. Oh shit, crazy.
Doctors, at 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 doctors, at
Got my fluffy mic right now, I just want to test it, but I don't think it's gonna...
I can feel them.
Feel! That's one of the senses!
Wow.
Here!
Yeah, sense count.
Yeah.
She said feel. Oh man. I mean, this is the thing with Chibnall. It's like, this looks fucking sick.
Yeah, no it does.
Like the wide shots look amazing, but it's just not... Everything else is just not great. This is alright, to be fair.
About his sets are always really good.
Yeah.
But it's just everything else.
It looks great, but it just, the substance just isn't really there in terms of the story and the characters.
I wonder if this monster's gonna have huge, like, human life.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Big scary monster.
Don't struggle.
Don't blink.
Yeah, don't blink. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't blink. Good luck.
Oh my god. You can't see the monster. That's convenient.
Yeah.
Saving on the CGI. Uh-oh.
You see it a tiny bit in the mirror and that's it.
I just don't like this intro.
No, even the
I hate it.
You know the colour graded Matt Smith one, which is just the
even that one's better.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. That last bit was actually kind of cool. The little wow. That was sick.
Oh fuck. It's already fucking us with the modern day.
It's gonna just call Rose Tyler in the modern day.
Oh my god. Oh god, it's like Eaters of Light all over again.
Oh yeah.
Starting, the beginning of the episode is fucking modern day. It's like, ignore that, ignore it.
I have a theory. He does jump around a lot, so I have a theory that he relies on that to get everyone pulled in.
I think so, yeah.
You know?
Because it's recognisable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure you're gonna be alright on your own?
Oh fuck, I forgot about Graham. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Graham's just there. He's also the best one, probably.
I genuinely forgot about him until he showed up and I was like, oh yeah.
Bradley Walsh, hello.
Oh, Bradley.
Hopefully him and Shooty are in the episode. I would think he would be great with Shooty.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Whoa. Who the fuck is that?
why couldn't they just make this the Dream Lord?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You know.
Who is? I forgot about that guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I genuinely forgot about this Sith-looking motherfucker.
This random guy.
Like, why is this guy? He looks like a fucking Star Wars villain reject. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
They also do this weird thing where the villains pop up every so often and go away for ages.
Look, we're still talking about the villain and they're already on a different scene. Like, this shit is so
Yeah.
fast.
Did you cook?
Oh my god.
She's human, she lives alone, I think she needs to eat.
You can cook now, so now we know that Yaz's sister doesn't cook normally, you know?
Mm.
They
Now
haven't
we know
shown
that.
that before, but...
Oh yeah, they haven't.
I mean,
haven't
they
even-
technically have, if you're watching it in this order, they technically haven't shown any of these characters yet, so...
Yeah.
I bought chips. You're gonna let me in or what?
Oh yeah, the dad.
Oh yeah! I forgot about this guy.
The deadbeat dad, literally, that's what it
man.
was.
The deadbeat dad, classic
Yeah,
character trope.
Classic Ryan's dad.
Ryan's dad, the dad that left when he was young, that is still around, but they don't get on. But you know, like at least with like the Capaldi episodes, for instance, or like other episodes, it's like you get a first episode of this Doctor in the rewatch in this order, and it's like okay, so it's a new Doctor and it's a new companion. Cool, that's like 2 new characters.
Yeah.
With Chibnall, there's like fucking like 4 or 5 new
there's, like-
characters. So it's like, whoa, who are these people?
What I respect about the other writers and the other producers of the show beforehand, like RTD, Moffat, they always, even every single episode, if you start on any of these episodes, it will be explained.
Yeah.
But with Chibnall, even if you've watched the other episodes, you have no clue what's going on.
When you have one companion, it's like kind of easier to jump in. Like with Pfizer Pompeii, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's the Doctor and then he's travelling with the Don, and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But with this, it's like there's so many characters doing different things at the same time. It's like, what the fuck? That's also why
It's true.
why we're not including Flux, because there's just too many new characters in that shit,
Like,
man.
the only
That'd be
thing-
so confusing.
The only thing that was good about that was Evil Dan, and he wasn't even in. Like, Evil Dan didn't even exist.
I'll take you a couple of them for tonight.
This must be one of the oldest hospitals in the world. Of course, Islamic physicians were known for the enlightened way they treated people with mental health problems.
Doing that.
I missed this whole bit. Like, she's been talking for like a few minutes.
But, like-
and I don't know what she's saying.
I found out with the more boring episodes, we just talk a lot more because it's like we don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can.
Here to help!
Right, what the fuck's happening? So. Okay, so the Doctor. Alright. This makes sense. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the person from the beginning that we're seeing. It's like.
Convenient woman
classic.
clone.
Yeah. Alright.
Happening.
Whoa! We're T-posing!
Yeah.
Why is he on the. He's on the roof like that? He's like, hey!
I'm a
I'm
monster.
a big class, bro! And it's like, oh fuck! Whoa, whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Some werewolf! It looks like a fucking werewolf. Like,
Yeah.
what is this shit? It's like a classic beastie.
And we've
Classic.
seen werewolves
That's a-
in Doctor Who before.
That's a classic beastie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow.
well, that this is a callback to episode 1, but that was some Multiverse of Madness shit. Look at that edit. That fucking
Yeah.
overlay, you know what I mean?
It's actually a nice edit though. That's the thing.
That's the
Like,
thing, it
it's
looks good. I don't know why Graham is seeing this.
I think
or
he's
who
taking
the fuck
LSD,
that
though.
is, but like, yeah, someone in the home like accidentally slipped him some like extra
in the drink.
fucking
Yeah.
medication. It's like, oh god.
That's your night medication. Sorry, Graham.
Yeah, oh, we gave you too much, man.
Oh look, I'm playing football for FIFA.
This is another plot hole, right? It's that like he's always talking about his Ryan's always talking about his dyspraxia, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I've got dyspraxia, I can't do that.
Then he's
But
playing FIFA.
playing video games with his dad, so it's like, does it affect his video games or like?
Well,
what-
To be fair, I play video games, so even then, I don't know.
There's a few
it's-
things where it's like,
For me, like I have dyspraxia, and this is why I'm most annoyed about
what do you
this.
think about this?
Personally, I think it's just more the way he's acting it out. He's like, oh, I'm playing," and it's like,
Yeah.
I think actions would be confusing for dyspraxia, not the way he's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
doing.
Like when he, like the main thing that gets me is when he like throws the throws the he does the into the hoop, he throws the bomb or whatever.
Like, it's
I
okay.
can't even fucking remember what it was. The alien thingamajiggy into the thing.
Yeah.
In that episode.
Yeah,
and then it's like, the pivotal plot point is Ryan doing this shit. So I'm like, I don't know.
That's what makes it bad.
It's like doesn't make sense really.
He would have missed a few times, in my opinion.
He would take a few times.
Yeah, from someone that has it, it's like very much he would have.
Yeah.
You can get over dyspepsia in certain ways, but it's like you can train yourself to, but like playing FIFA.
Time, innit? It takes time.
But even FIFA, like winning FIFA, I would never win FIFA because my brain of like
the little things.
Yeah. Chris, get him to play something else. What about an easy game?
See, it's alright us slagging him off in this episode because it was actually written by him. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
We're not going off on a tangent.
I've seen him.
I don't know what's
At
happening.
night, outside the flat, across the hall.
Who? What? The fuck?
You see some
I've
random
seen
guy
him across the hall watching me.
It would be good if it was an older doctor that was stalking him.
Yeah. Just fucking David Tennant. They're looking over him like, alright.
Yeah.
I've seen him. At night, outside the flat, across the hall.
I bet you're gonna have a really great year.
Yeah?
In my room.
The guy that's in your dreams is in your room?
I knew you'd laugh.
See ya.
Madagascar, California, Hong Kong, Gloucester.
This is pissing me off, man.
It's just everyone telling their stories.
Most of this episode is in, like, fucking Sheffield in the modern day.
They are telling stories. They are storytelling. Like,
you're fucking this up for me.
To the audience, they're like, this is what happened to me.
I spent so long trying to figure out the fucking order of this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is perfect. All these episodes are completely in order. This is so good. And then Chibnall comes along and he's like, oh, most of this episode is set in this time, but we're also going to have, like, half of it in the fucking modern day.
They don't actually experience the conversation. They kind of just say the conversation or what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm... That's the thing, it's like... Different doctors in different episodes, it's like, for instance, like with David Tennant, you're in the zone with him, you know?
Yeah.
With Peter Capaldi, you're kind of watching it more, because it's more cinematic, you know?
Oh, no.
And I feel like with Matt Smith, again, you're there. Also, hang on, just
the police
what the
job.
fuck is happening?
It's
right
the
now?
police job that she's
What
never at.
What is happening? Like, she was just like in the street, and then there was just someone in the corner, like just
the woman
watching.
The woman that she was looking at has never turned up again.
What's that?
I actually noticed that.
What? Oh my god, it's our man. Fucking hell. Jesus. It's fucking. It's like I feel like I'm. It's like an extra from like Fast and Furious 20, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jason Statham's great uncle.
Future Jason Statham is showing up. It's like, why is he here? The fingers, man. Like, the fingers. Like, I don't remember this episode, but I remember this. Like,
that's
this
only
is
bit.
some weird shit, man. Like, what?
Yeah, what is going on there? OnlyFans stuff right there now.
What fetish was Chris Chibnall trying to like get out of the way in this episode? Like, what?
There honestly is a lot of fetish stuff
Like, can you
in
imagine
Chibnall's
like writing this? Chibnall was like took loads of drugs and he was like in the writing room and he's like, hey guys,
fans don't like it.
I've got an idea, guys. What is it, Chris? Like the fucking dream man, the bald guy. He like detaches his fingers. And then like puts the finger in your ear and you like see shit, and then the rest of the people in the room are like, Chris, what are you doing, man?
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. But yeah, before the weird finger shit happened,
hilarious.
What I was saying was like, yeah, like with David Tennant, it's like you're in the moment with the Doctor.
Yeah.
With Matt Smith, you're like, in the moment with the Doctor. With Peter Capaldi, you're like kind of watching it. But with this, it's like
a theatre play where they tell you everything's going on.
With Peter Capaldi, you're like watching it, but it's like you still kind of feel like you're part of it. You know?
Yeah,
but with this, it's like you're just watching people say shit to each other.
I'm going through the door.
Yeah.
The door is opening.
Literally, it's just like.
I know that was loud, but that's how they do it. It's like, I am here in New York, yes.
Just in 14th century Syria. Is it lunchtime tomorrow already?
I'm in Syria again. Syria.
It just happened. I'm in 14th century Syria. Okay. Thanks.
Doctor, yes, I'm talking to you, Doctor.
At least she fucking name dropped the year. That helped us.
Yeah, exactly.
Graham?
Hey, Doc. I keep seeing these images of planets like they're being projected into my head.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Cold merge. I'm going to get you all now.
Instead of I'm in pain, it's like, it's in my head, I know exactly what's going on.
There in a sec.
Oh my god.
They shouldn't know what's going on. The Doctor should know what's going on. That's the point. She's clueless. They know more than her.
It's weird, yeah. It's a bit weird that, like, the companions are the ones being like, Doctor, something's happening. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
showing a nun. She always takes other people from all these other time places to experience these things that they either will forget or they will remember and tell everyone that these sci-fi things exist and get killed. Because they'll probably... She's changing the timeline more because she's telling them, these people are going, oh my god, time travel exists.
Yeah.
And then they're going through dying or witch hunted because they're telling everyone about this sci-fi nonsense.
Yeah, literally.
It's so bad.
When they're right there.
I just... Also, I know I'm complaining a lot, but I just don't like her TARDIS as well.
You know what? It goes with her mechanic look, you know?
Crystals. I don't know what they were thinking with the crystals. Like, they were kind of, I don't know, someone in the room was like, oh my god, guys, when we're designing the TARDIS, we should have crystals in it. And then,
crystals.
I don't know about that. It's like, the crystals have healing properties, and it's going to be so good. And it's like, alright, fine, okay.
They seem to like astrology these days.
Yeah, it's like, alright, we'll put crystals in it. Fine.
Chibnall crystals, yeah, alright.
Like planets.
Hey.
Hello.
Like she was connected to
We don't need to use any of this bit.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's just fucking Graham waffling.
Yeah.
We're watching...
Alright, Doc, I don't understand any of this. Doc, he's literally Wilf, but worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if Wilf had no character. What's going on, Doc?
Yeah, please explain this to me, Doc.
Actually, I do like Graham.
He's good.
He is quite funny. Yeah.
Like, he's the only good thing about this show, and when he left, it got worse.
Yeah. It's like I have a soft spot for Graham.
I think we have to restart this. Because all we're doing is complaining about Chibnall.
No.
We're just complaining about Chibnall.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This is our. That's the whole point. It's our honest reaction to each episode.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
No, it is, but it's like.
Okay. I got something. I got an idea. So we're like nearly halfway through this episode.
Okay.
Right? So we've said our criticisms. Let's say. I mean, let's see if we can come up with some
good stuff. As well.
It looks good. Like, this ship, I do like this ship design.
Yeah.
To be fair. Like, this ship design is pretty fucking cool.
It's like, I recently watched Avatar, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of these movies where it's too perfect that I think it...
Yeah.
It pushes us into this thing of like, I don't really like it. Like, it seems like it's just CGI'd.
I get that. Like, I feel like when something looks that good, it's like... If the story is good enough,
yeah,
I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's like, oh shit, this is a cool story, and plus the CGI is good, so that's good as well. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah,
with Doctor Who, it's like, no, there's something about Doctor Who where it's like, I don't know, like. There's something about Doctor Who's charm where it does look a bit shit. You know?
It has to look a little bit bad. Like, even the best CGI episodes.
Person in like a rubber mask and you're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
There's some like geezer in like a rubber fucking like lizard mask.
Exactly.
In armour, like chasing people down a corridor, and I'm like, this is why I watch Doctor Who. You know what I mean?
Have you seen this? This whole section is covered in fingers.
She's trapped, and the finger man is.
What do you think, gang? The finger man's coming. What do you think, gang?
Yeah, the finger man.
This is more.
Why does he have fingers like wired to his ship? This is so weird.
So
I kind of like it though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I remember when I first watched this episode, I do remember thinking like, this is fucking bizarre. I'm intrigued.
I thought this was a
What is
dream episode.
happening?
Yeah.
What's happening right now? I love it.
You know what it reminds me of? Another Chibnall episode. Is it Power of 3?
Yeah.
Or is it one with the cubes on Earth?
The cubes, yeah.
And we don't find anything out about it. They go everywhere, and then it's like, okay, we're done.
I do like Power of 3.
It is a nice episode.
It's a good episode.
Maybe more because of Matt Smith's charm. But I think this is very similar.
I do remember thinking the like fingers detaching thing was quite cool and original.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they've ever done anything like that before in Doctor Who, so I was like,
Creepy,
okay,
that's good.
that's cool. I like that. I like that. It's kind of unsettling.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite
But
good.
then he's not even a big villain.
Like,
that's the problem.
I feel like, what series is this? 12.
Series 12, yeah.
Okay, no. Yeah, I feel like they should have instead of ending this series with the Timeless Child, they should have ended it with this guy coming back.
Yeah.
And having like him be like in her first series with the Tooth Man.
Oh yeah. Tim Shaw.
Tim Shaw.
Tim Shaw.
Oh my God, we're gonna get to that at some point. But yeah, this guy is
it's Doctor Who Thanos.
Actually, yeah, this guy's actually kind of a good villain, you know?
Yeah, he is.
He looks like a good villain as well. He looks evil as shit.
Oh, that's not good.
Once upon a time, Lord.
All those bits. Okay. All those bits with the Finger Man.
Yeah.
Are quite good because the ship looks cool. He's kind of ominous. But this bit, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, she's having some hallucinations.
They just repeated the same shot from before.
There is an episode with like hallucinations that I thought this episode was.
Yeah, I actually I couldn't remember this one, but watching it again, it's better than I remember.
It is very better, yeah.
It's very better.
Very better.
Oh, maybe it's his. No, because it's.
Oh, it's his friend.
Whoa, that's the things from. That's the monsters from Bennett from Orphan 55.
Yeah.
Benny, 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 Benny.
You know
What are they
also,
doing there?
No, but that monster
weird.
also looks like the monster from the Green Absorbaloff. Like you know when they're chasing him around at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
They
like.
probably like had that costume and like tweaked it.
Some random costume. Yeah, that's mad.
Whoa! Oh, it's her.
They had to find a way to shoe her in.
Sorry to tell you, Mr. O'Brien.
Yeah, this is it. This is the dream episode where it just goes totally insane for no reason, and everything.
Yeah, because I feel like
everyone's trauma is just being told to everyone in the audience.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The first part of this was quite interesting.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, sad.
Do you know what the problem with this is, right? The problem with like going deep into these characters and their trauma is like I just don't really care enough about
because
these characters
because they're not doing it in the right way
to be interested. Like,
Yeah.
if they did an episode like this with like Amy or Donna or
I
like,
would care.
or like Clara or like a like a companion that has a good character, I'd be like, wow, this is sick. But I just don't really.
I think this is Chibnall's mistake of killing her. It feels like Chibnall's mistake, as in he's saying like, I wish I did bring her, keep her. Because she's like, I think the wife was the most interesting character in episode 1 in the first.
She was a good character.
Yeah, I think she was great, and I don't know why they got rid of her.
Yeah, she was a good character. Stop. What's this guy saying?
I presume this is all you're doing. Who's that girl in the orb?
Oh my god. It's like watching
The girl in the orb.
wood. Plank of wood.
You know the girl in the orb? It's kind of like, it reminds me of the last Jodie episode, where it was like a random girl in like a energy thing, and that was it.
Wait, the one in the cabin?
No, like in the final Jodie episode ever, the regeneration episode.
Oh,
Power of the Doctor. And you literally just see her go, it's like, oh, there's a girl there, not going to talk about it.
Oh yeah, what happened to her?
It's just happened, yeah, random.
I think
that becomes David Tennant.
That episode became a good example of Chibnall's writing because it's like they had some really cool aspects in that episode, but because they had like 10 storylines happening at the same time, like they couldn't focus. Like there was one part where I was like, "That's really cool," but then they just don't talk about it again. Because,
it's true.
Like there's just like 10 other stories happening. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the point. It's like you don't focus on the episode. It's like there could be many things happening throughout the episode, but
like,
when you're
this episode,
focusing too much,
like he's a cool character.
He says he's like some
he's
guardian.
got some sick tats on his bald head, you know.
He's
ominous.
the timeless child. I think he's connected to the timeless child.
Maybe, yeah. But I feel like this guy is like he's hamming it up. He's got that sick tat on his head. Like he's got the finger thing going on. Like he's a really cool villain, but I feel like we don't get to see him enough.
I know who he is. He's the guy. Like the way he's explaining it, I remember now from watching this before, where he will be, he's saying like, oh, he's like some ancient guy who like gives it's basically like Santa Claus but from nightmares. He gives nightmares, and that's what I remember from this guy. That's the only thing I remember. Like he's basically Freddy Krueger, but you know where we had that already? The Dream Lord. He may not be a good villain, but he may be just a really great actor.
Maybe.
And because I feel his acting presence is proper.
Because I feel like he's the only person in this episode that's actually like giving a good performance, so maybe that's why he's standing out. I'm like drawn in. I'm like, wow, this is a good actor.
No, I know it. It's more that he's actually giving dialogue to Jodie's doctor, and everyone else is like, all right, gang, what's going on?
Yeah. He's actually just having a conversation with a character,
which never happens. This is the point. It's like the reason we're complaining so much because, and we don't want to listen to it. It's just there's no dialogue between characters. It's like, I'm gonna shout at you and then ask the gang what's happening.
It's very much like one-liners.
Yeah, I think it's closest one.
Saying, it'll be alright.
You did find the right answer.
It's an incursion.
I feel like I have to.
Who is this woman? This is haven't explained this.
I don't know. See. This episode was going quite well.
Yeah.
And then they introduced another new character.
Right at the end.
And I'm like,
who's probably gonna die?
I don't know.
In like 10 minutes.
So I'm so baffled.
Release.
Who is this?
Some powerful woman. I'm released and never going to be talked about again.
I don't know who she is.
Let me make you.
What? Whoa.
Oh, and then this is where the episode becomes a dream sequence for hours.
Hang on. We're getting some exposition.
Oh yeah.
So 2 planets are fighting.
Oh yeah, no. Who can? I know this one now.
Wars began between species, then between the planets themselves.
It was which planet would develop first, and both gods made them. It was like a competition, which we should have been explaining in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
This is basically when they explain a TVA in Marvel. But this is just way at the end.
This is, so, right now what we're seeing is, this is a classic Chibnall trope.
Yeah. Explain at the end.
Whereas instead of just having like a conversation being like, this is what happened, they had like a whole fucking animated sequence saying like, here's our history. And, you know, and it's like...
Yeah, multiple times.
Introduce a new character and then explain their backstory in like 1 minute. And it's like, what? That's not how you do it. Like,
yeah,
they could have started like if you started the episode with their origin and then go to the opening credit.
He said he was feeding her something, and then that's it.
He was.
So he wasn't torturing her; he was feeding her.
He was feeding her. What? Like by hand? No, just like, here you go. Here we go.
Powerful god being. Hello.
I was getting into this and suddenly I just hit a wall.
That's what happened. This is why we're complaining, because it's like, it felt like I hit a wall like 20 minutes ago. But still, like...
If these episodes were like 20 minutes long, amazing.
You're doing better than me at least.
That would be great. But like full Doctor Who length, it doesn't hold up for that long.
Well, this reminds me of like Flux. You know when the angels send someone back? And it's like, we don't know who the hell this woman is in the first place. And then we don't talk about it for ages, and then she pops up 5 episodes later.
Yeah.
It's that feeling.
Oh god,
this is the
feeling like really tired right now.
Yeah, it gets to the point where it's like,
oh, what's happening? Why are they doing that?
How I feel is only because we're nerds we kind of understand it. So the idea of they're celestials probably, and that's it. They're just celestials that
weirdos
have weird morals.
Ephemeral flashes of existence.
What?
Give the world nightmares.
I wasn't even tired when we started this. Like, this is it's taking its toll, man.
It is.
It's taking its toll.
I'm thinking about other things now. I'm just thinking about. Another timeless child.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I don't remember this. I don't remember that they.
It's the timeless child.
Look, they're. See, this episode was going so well.
Yeah.
And then they brought up the timeless child.
And it makes no sense whatsoever.
Which just ruins any episode.
Yeah.
You know.
Alright, gang, let's go!
Well, maybe if you stop messing around with those finger things.
Tapped into the bioorganic code.
What, Doc? I don't really understand. Just stop messing around with it, please.
What's going on, Doc?
Even though you have more knowledge, please don't break this.
Stay.
Oh, now the fingers are pets.
I don't. It's so weird, man.
Oh, the nun again. It's just annoying me.
I forgot that he was. Wait, how did he get there?
That's his friend, apparently.
How did his friend get there?
He was dreaming that his friend was older and he left the planet for so long and then came back and he was old. That's how this
makes sense. Was. Because we've seen his friend in like 3 things. Like,
yeah, basketball guy, I call him.
On Earth. Yeah.
Playing basketball.
On Earth. In the dream and then on the ship. So I'm like getting really confused. And this is actually kind of a classic Chibnall episode where you have like 3 things going on at the same time. You've got like the werewolf people, the dreams, and then this place.
Yeah.
But it's like if you just focused on either just the werewolves or just the ship, it would be really cool. You know?
It would. I mean, look at Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I swear there was something about erosion and like random other things in that episode a long time ago.
So, yeah.
And it was just some. They're doing a dozen other things.
Oh my god.
It makes sense with David Tennant. You know,
wait. Yeah!
9 fingers!
Woo! Every time he does that shit, I'm like,
why is he putting his?
I love that.
No, that's what I was gonna say. It's wrong. What? What's going on? Her costume's really cool though. Both of them actually.
The costumes are good. I like the costumes. They that's the thing. Like the quality of how it looks is good. But it's just too much. I've got what I'm calling Chibnall fatigue right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Even
like,
in one episode.
When you watch, when you watch just one episode of a Chibnall Jodie Doctor episode, it's like,
oh, it's the message! It's the message!
They live with their fears, doubts.
Humans bad! Sorry,
guns bad, humans bad.
No, sorry.
But humans also good.
That's what humanity is.
Isn't that right?
You said that?
Show them how strong you are.
Whoa, yeah! Woo! Finally! Jesus, it took him so long for the fucking werewolf to show up again. Like, this is a cool monster. Like,
literally conquered a fear.
He's gonna be killed by his creations.
Okay. See, I got hyped because I saw the werewolf again, and then Yaz was like, "You literally conquered a fear," and I was like, "Okay, you just killed my buzz, man. You killed my buzz." I was excited about the werewolf. Then they started talking again.
It kills my buzz even more than fam. They said the woman was good, and then the hero's bad.
It's talking so fast, man.
The woman's bad, the woman's good, the woman's bad again. The woman's good again, and then she's bad.
That was a roller coaster, man. And now we're back in the modern day.
See, I did it! The dad!
Yeah!
Oi!
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Back.
I just don't know how Yaz could have been in Doctor Who for as long as she was and still have no character by the end of it.
She never had much acting.
It's almost impressive, to be honest. It's almost
honestly.
Breaking the law.
Since when was this
really,
real?
reflecting back on this episode as it comes to an end.
The way.
Mm.
It's good there.
The only part of it that was actually set in the fucking year that we wrote down was like the beginning.
We need to quit this whole
Oh my
episode
God.
now.
We could have saved so much time and just watched the opening. to be
Honestly,
honest. Like,
it's
we're
so
not
true.
missing much. Actually, I say that the detaching finger man was quite funny. So
I think the most interesting. Oh, who's that?
Hi. You won't remember me. My name's Yasmin Khan.
what?
I do remember you.
I flipping do remember you.
That's the best line of this episode. I flippin' do remember you. What? Who speaks like that?
50p.
You know, about the cancer coming back, and I didn't know.
Oh my God! It's the scene.
Oh.
You know, seeing as you're a doctor. You know, because once you have it, it's with you the whole time. Not quite a shadow.
Oh my God.
Just sad.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, my checkups, they're all fine, but it made me think.
He's good at acting.
He is good, yeah.
Well, she's good too, but she's different.
Those nightmares, I mean, well, they made me realise that the fear.
This was definitely Chibnall's idea of her walking away.
Oh, probably, yeah. Because this is almost a really nice moment, you know.
I should say a reassuring thing now, shouldn't I?
Oh my God. Oh, I hate it.
I'm still quite socially awkward.
I'm still quite socially awkward. Just say,
It's like every
what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's socially
Just say
awkward.
like, oh, I'm sorry, Graham. Oh, pat on the back. Give me a hug. Come here. Come
We've
here.
been
give me a
travelling
hug.
for 2 years. Can we please have a hug?
Even fucking Capaldi, who doesn't like hugs, you know,
Hugs.
even he'd say something. He'd say like a reassuring thing, or like, you know, like
Yeah.
the Doctor is
There's something
good
about
at that
death,
shit.
you know?
They're good at like, you know, reassuring people, especially the people they care about.
Like, we know what Capaldi was
I know
saying.
the Doctor's kind of awkward,
Yeah.
but like not in that way. It's like he was pouring his heart
Yeah.
out to her about
Really
his cancer
badly, yeah.
coming back. Like fucking hell. And then
Right.
she's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit socially awkward."
Yeah.
It's like
It could be
what?
like
It doesn't make any
easily.
sense.
Capaldi would just be like, "Oh, it's like death's a normal thing to happen. I will try my best."
Yeah.
But you could just do what
Or
you can
even
right
like-
now. You know, that's
yeah.
the easiest
Or like,
dialogue.
or like even like Matt Smith, who like he's still quite socially awkward, but he'd just be like, "It'll be okay" or something. You know, he'll
Yeah,
still
yeah.
say something reassuring. You know?
Matt Smith was socially awkward, and that was still fine.
But like he
The
could
Doctor
still
is.
talk to his friends in like a reassuring way. Like,
No, but the Doctor's always been socially awkward. So how going? I'm socially awkward. It doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit socially awkward.
It's like that girl in every rom-com that the guy likes. She's like,
And the episode's over.
we have watched Can You Hear Me?
Yep.
Series 12, episode 7. I think you've watched with us by now.
Yeah.
But
So quick reflection. What do you think, James?
it was a bunch of different clips about other people's traumas.
Yeah.
One
disconnected.
Very disconnected.
Yeah.
We didn't really care. There's a lot of, again, it was a lot of showing. No, a lot of telling and no showing.
No showing, yeah.
I think that's the main thing about this, these Chibnall episodes. I'm going to mention it every single time. A lot of telling, no showing.
Yeah.
The only thing that was showing was when the guy was talking.
Yeah.
Which is really weird that the main villain was talking, and it seemed like, oh, he actually had something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, some power, some like good energy.
Good acting, yeah.
Good acting, and then for the rest of it, it's like, let me tell you on the theatre show what we're feeling, you know, and then that makes it bad. I don't know what European accent that was doing, but that is what they were doing, and it felt like it was constant.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think, okay, so, yeah, I agree with everything you just said right then. Very disconnected, very just random, like too much going on. But I think that the redeeming factors of that episode, as always, the main cast just weren't that good. But,
Yeah.
But the villain was standout. He was a really good actor.
Yeah.
I did like the whole finger thing. That was just really funny and
it's
like
weird.
strange. It was just like a weird Doctor Who thing. It's
It
like,
was
oh, yeah,
creepy
nice,
but
I
cool.
Like that. Yeah,
There's
creepy
a lot
but
of
cool.
really
It's a way of
good, I think,
describing it, yeah.
With Chibnall, we've realised there's some really cool concepts.
Oh yeah.
Not good execution.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like,
Yeah.
And I think it's also good to say that the actors are good in other things.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's the script they were given.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw the person who played Yasmin Khan, and a few other of these actors and actresses in other things, like recently, and I'm like, that's cool. Like, but now, you know, it seems like Doctor Who, it was definitely Chibnall.
So I think overall, some good aspects. The villain was good. It looked really good as well.
Yeah.
Costumes were good, but I feel like overall the execution could have been a bit better.
Yeah, because it reminded me of another episode from the first season, which I thought was Can You Hear Me? Which was like where they would all have different dreams and they would all feel like, oh, my wife's died. That's happened multiple times in Chibnall's, where it's like, oh, we're having these weird hallucinations of my wife dying or whatever it is, and then that's it. And it feels like, why are you using dreams so much? We've had that at one time in Dreamlord, it was effective.
Yeah. So that was Can You Hear Me?
What? I can't hear you.
Give yourself to me.